And we are live. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is so good to see you all. Let me know where you're joining from, by the way. If you're joining this live stream, let me know where you're joining from, as usual. And it is so good to see every single one. Let me make sure that we're live on YouTube um, and also on Facebook on this beautiful Saturday. I'm in LA. Maybe I shouldn't have said that because there are people that did not know I'm in LA. Now they will call me like, you in town? When are you coming? So we have some people joining us. I just want to give people some time to join us and then we can get started. I'm so excited about today's show. We have a few people joining us already. I'm so excited about today's show because now that I have children in America, I really, really want them to know about Nigeria. Hi, Chimezi. Hi, Neria. Neria is watching us from Chicago. Chidozi says, "Hello, is beautiful." Yes, it is. Valentine, thanks for joining. Thank you, Mando Mado. And Ebo is joining from Gambia. That's another thing. I'm really hoping that what we will talk about today will not just interest Nigerians. There are people from other African countries that can take advantage of what we will be talking about today. Chidozi says, "Well done, Adeola. Thank you." Hasi Love is joining us from Ghana. Nice to meet you, Hasi. Ganiyu says, "Good morning, Adela. Nice to meet you, Ganiyu." So we do have about 200 people right now. I never worry about the numbers because after the show is over, way more people would watch it because it will still be on YouTube. So, but the good thing with going live is that the people that are live get to ask numbers. So, thank you, Babatula Matayo, joining from Qatar. Nice to meet you. Okay, so Nke is joining from Houston. Thank you so much. Let's get started. So today I wanted us to talk about if anybody out there is thinking about sending their children to go to school in Nigeria and they've been wondering where do I send my child and so on. So today you have the opportunity to hear from one of the schools that I will be featuring this summer. So I'm so excited that today we get to hear from the founder, the owner, the president of Domfas International Leadership Academy. Amen. And not just him, you'll be hearing from a couple of parents as well who have sent their children. Now, this is not just for those in the diaspora, this is also for those living in Nigeria looking for a really good school that is not expensive to send their children. When I say not expensive, I mean it because when you see what your child will be getting compared to the tuition, you'll be like, that's really cheap. Also, this is also for Nigerians living in the diaspora, not just Nigerians. Anybody outside of Nigeria that wants their child to have the Nigerian experience. Maybe you feel like you want them to have the of living in Nigeria. Maybe they are pepperless right now. You want them to be pepperful or peppery. I don't know the word. So you're like, let me send them to Nigeria. So today is your lucky day because you get to hear about a school that is doing amazing work. So, like I said, this is one of the schools that I'll be talking about this summer, and I'm going to start up by playing a video of this school, Dumfries International, so that you guys know what we're talking about. So uh, Uchiba says he's joining from Southern Cameroon, Amazonia. Thank you. Thanks for joining. And Clement is joining from Wisconsin. Rasul is joining from Long Island. That's awesome. Okay, let me start out by playing a video of Dumfries International Leadership Academy, and then I would bring in the founder, the owner, and then afterwards I will bring in parents to talk about their experience.
We are Domfas International Leadership Academy, located at Petim Estate, Ado Iworoko Road, Ado Ekiti, Ekiti State, Southwest Nigeria. Our main building is designed to foster collaboration, creativity, and innovation. Every detail is carefully crafted to support the academic excellence and personal development of our students. Our classrooms feature colorful wallpapers that create a calm and focused atmosphere, perfect for learning and exploration. With the latest technological tools and a state-of-the-art ICT room, our students stay ahead of the curve. Stay active and healthy with our elite indoor basketball court. And in our elementary section, students learn and play in a nurturing environment. Our library offers a vast collection of educational resources at their fingertips. Our comfortable and secure boarding facilities provide a sense of community and belonging to our high school students. Domfas International Leadership Academy will transform learners into leaders. Join us on this exciting journey.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay, now let me bring in the founder and the owner of Domfas International. Don't worry, Mr. Babatola, we're still coming to you. You will have the floor. So let me start with Daddy. Hello, sir. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. You live in Dallas. You've been living in the US for a really long time. Why did you decide to go back to Nigeria and start this school? Let's start from there.
Well,
And please introduce yourself. Or introduce yourself. Let people know what you do in the US, how long you've lived in the US, and why you decided to go back.
thank you so much for having me on the show. I'm Dr. Tunji Arowolo. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an educator, and also a firm believer in harnessing the power of technology to solve business problems and address real societal challenges. Over the years, I have had the privilege of working across multiple sectors, both here in the United States for several decades, as well as in Africa, building secure digital infrastructure while also working as an adjunct professor to really mentor and develop the next generation of African leaders. As the founder of Domfas International Leadership Academy, I'm highly passionate about giving young people access to high quality education. This type of education not only informs or teaches people in the traditional way, but also blends leadership, innovation, and I call it global relevance. I believe education should do more than just teach. It should inspire, empower, and drive meaningful societal changes in our community. So at Domfas, our work is guided by a very simple but powerful vision. We want to bridge the gap between knowledge and impact, meaning we want to use technology, innovation, and through our empathetic leadership process, we want to leverage that as tool to uplift our community and also to expand opportunity and shape the future generation. So we have encapsulated all this vision in a very simple but powerful model where we say that we transform learners into leaders at Domfas.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, Daddy. And you decided to start the school in Ekiti. I know you're from Ekiti.
Yeah.
Eh? Why? Why are you partial to Ekiti people? Why didn't you put this in Lagos? Everybody is like Lagos, Lagos, Lagos. You decided, nah, I'm going to Ekiti. Why Ekiti?
Honestly, I was inspired to establish Domfas International Leadership Academy in Ado Ekiti for several reasons. First, Ekiti has a long-standing reputation as a hub of academic excellence. As you will know, almost every household has produced someone that has made meaningful contribution to the education sector. That's why Ekiti is widely recognized as the fountain of knowledge in Ekiti. Second, like you mentioned, as a native of Ekiti, I have a deep personal connection to the community. I have this strong appreciation for culture, which sees education as a powerful vehicle for societal transformation. So, I kind of believe that by going to Ado Ekiti and not Lagos or Abuja or any other part of Ekiti, my goal is to build this, to build on this proud legacy that I've just shared with you. I want to create a platform for others to experience our rich culture, particularly the value of Omoluabi, which means a virtue, an attribute that embodies respect, honesty, integrity, and responsibility. I believe these virtues are very important for any student to thrive in the future and to be successful in everything that they pursue in life.
Domfas.com. Email info@domfas.com or call 0912 974 1570 or 070. Welcome to a citadel where learning knows no boundaries. Domfas International Leadership Academy. We are a community of learners from across the globe. We embrace the diversity and excellence in everything we do. Our environment is secured and friendly. Our ICT and science laboratories are world class, and our classrooms are conducive for learning with well-trained teachers. Enroll your child today with us. We offer elementary, middle, and high schools for learners between the ages of 3 and 18. Resumption of the 2024-2025 session begins in September 2024. For more inquiries, log on to our website at www.domfas.com. Email info@domfas.com or call 0912.
Okay, thank you so much, Daddy, for sharing your vision. I just want to say that it's inspiring, and this is something that a lot of us in the diaspora look forward to doing, being able to go back home someday and establishing something meaningful, something that can change lives. Some people want to build hospitals, some schools, some colleges, So you have done it, and we're super, super proud of you, for all that you have done. Um, Now, for those who may be watching, wondering how will it be like to have my child at this school, I think it's very important to bring in some of the parents who are with us in the studio for them to share their experience. And then, if anybody has any questions in the comment section, because I want to keep this short so that people can watch the whole thing. When it's too long, they feel discouraged. But when this thing uploads on YouTube, I want people to be able to watch it, and then I'll still talk about it more on my show for people who have other questions. So I want to start bringing in some of the parents to talk about their experience sending their children to Dumfast. And if anybody has any questions, then please put it in the comment section, and then I would put it on the screen for them to answer that. So right now I have Mr. Ayo Babatola, and he is based in Houston, Texas. Mr. Ayo, thanks so much for joining us. Please tilt your camera if possible so that we see more of you. Awesome.
Yes.
So tell us, do you have your child at Dumfries? How many children do you have there, and why? And what has your experience been like?
Well, thank you for having me. First of all, it's not Houston, it's Austin. Um,
Oh, okay. My bad.
yes, yeah. So I am based in Austin. I have two kids in Dumfries. It has been a fantastic and wonderful experience. The most important thing that made me move over to Dumfries was I saw the I saw the creativity. Sometimes it's less about what you have to show and what you see in people. So I had a couple discussions with the head teacher, the teachers over there, and I realized that this is a place where I would like my kids to go so that they can impact from these people. I myself personally, I attended Green Springs. I was one of the first pioneering students of Green Springs in Lagos at the Anthony branch, right? And then some of the teachers in Dumfast were actually recruited from these schools. People who have been tenured at these schools, who have experience from Green Springs, from Grange, Lekki British, and the rest. And also the availability of modern technology is extremely important in such a country like Nigeria, where we are fast scaling and developing. It is essential to give your kids the tools that they need to be above par. So Dumfast give them all of that. Also, with the the developmental aspect of sports, the physical part, not everybody, let me say, not every school gives them that opportunity, but Dumfast has it. They have sports, yeah, sporting activities. They have team building activities. I attended one myself. I went to lunch with the kids. I asked the school to let me go to lunch with them. I attended lunch with them, and it was a team building and bonding experience with my kids and their classmates.
Wow, thank you so much. That's awesome. A lot of people would wonder, and anybody can talk about this before I bring in the second parent. A lot of parents watching now, their first question is security. What do you do about security to ensure that their children are safe?
Well, that's a very good question. This is something that was highly on our mind when we were looking for the location to put the school. The school is at the center of Ado-Ekiti, the heart of Ado-Ekiti. For those people that don't know Ado-Ekiti, Ado-Ekiti is the state capital of Ekiti State. And we have established this school in a community, a gated community that is highly secured. That's one. Secondly, we have also leveraged a combination of technology, both physical and logical security, to ensure the safety and security of our students. For example, in this environment, like I mentioned, is a gated environment. We have physical security like mobile policemen and all those professionals who are monitoring and securing the place 24/7. In terms of technology, we have over 256 AI cameras that were positioned in strategic places around the school, within and around the school. And people are monitoring that 24/7. We also have electrical fence, which we have strategically positioned to also protect unauthorized access into our environment. So we monitor all these. Every of our classroom has interactive AI cameras where we can see who is coming in, what kind of clothes, with natural voices from any part of the world. So security is so important to us, and we have also established good relationship with the law enforcement agency, and they are at our fingertip anytime, any day. For those of us that have seen the school when they take students out, even though the security is not bad in Ekiti because it's a very peaceful state, we also have assigned security personnel that follows our buses around. The reason is just we want to give the parent this sense of security, peace of mind when they put their kids in our environment. So the kids are highly secure. They are in a very secure environment, and we make sure that we do whatever thing it takes in order to protect them.
Okay, as we're going, even though I have more questions, I will start putting some of the questions from the audience. Chidozi is asking, is there a scholarship program available for new students?
Yes, we do have some scholarship program for the students. We have different types of scholarship through our foundation, Domfas Foundation. Currently we are giving almost about 34 people scholarship, with few of them with full ride scholarship. So we are basing our scholarship not just on the academic, but what you bring to the table, as a leader. So we are looking at your leadership competency, even as a young student. We're looking at your financial status. We're also looking at your academic performance. So our scholarship program is centered around these three major factors.
Do you teach your children Nigerian languages? How many do you
Of
teach
course, part of the requirement from West African Examination Council, especially in Nigerian, is to at least take one Nigerian language. The one that we're focusing on right now, which our local language, is Yoruba. So every of our class, we teach Yoruba as a language. We teach Ekiti as part of the culture, because we just believe that as Omoluabi, we do have this sense of integrity, which embodies and form the foundation for our leadership activity and training. So we do that. When it comes to language, we teach Nigerian language, Yoruba. Our goal is to extend that. We do have some outsiders as part of our staff that we've just hired. We may be looking into that. We also teach some international languages like French, Our goal is to start Arabic next session as well.
Also, what do you do in terms of electricity? Do you have power all the time or not? Is it up
So
NEPA, down NEPA? Whichever.
this is a clean environment that is off grid completely. So we have a solar system that is providing constant and clean electricity for our consumption. So as a matter of fact, we are not connected to the grid at all. And we have powerful.
Yeah, 100% off grid.
Yes, we are 100% off grid. And we also have clean energy generator that we use as a secondary source.
Okay, so I'll go back to the parents, but real quick, this person is asking about the name. Why don't you just tell us how you came about the name? They're asking, is it Domfas or Domfas?
So Domfas International Leadership Academy was coined from my name and of course my wife's name. And we kind of had to concatenate that with what we really want to provide, which is leadership excellence. And we want to showcase the fact that we are providing 21st century, leadership and international experience in the environment, while also staying local, and align with our culture as an institution.
Okay. So I have one of the parents here as well that I will bring in. But Olaide is wondering if you're currently hiring. I don't know if you want to speak to that, but that's the
Yes, well, we consistently hire, but we are looking for very good people that not only meet our academic excellence, but whose vision align with our leadership, vision for the organization. People can go to our website www.domfas.com/career, and you see the list of available, positions that we're currently hiring for.
All right. Thank you so much, Ma, for joining us. It's good to see you. Please introduce yourself. Tell us, do you have any child at Domfas and why? What has your experience been like?
Yeah, I'm Omolola Adeola. I'm a medical doctor, a
Please
gynecologist.
shift your camera up a little bit so we can see
So,
your face very well. Aha. Thank you.
so I'm Omolola Ajayi, a medical doctor, a gynecologist,
Nice.
practicing in state, Ado-Ekiti in particular. And our Domfas, I have a child in Domfas. Had been thinking of a school that will meet with aesthetics combined with the academic excellence. Unfortunately, as my child was going to enter into the high school, Domfas appeared. And it was just a dream come true. And without leaving Adoekiti, most especially, without leaving the town, I don't have to travel, I don't have to go in for a visiting day and all of that, having to travel because of insecurity in Nigeria, I dread traveling these days. And here, Domfas just appeared. And, the world is changing. These not the days of cramming mathematics, cramming English or physics or whatever. It's seeing what you are doing, seeing science practically, and be able to associate with what you're doing. And that's been the experience. Some few Sundays ago, my mom was discussing with my daughter, and she was saying oil did not mix with water. And she said, "Well, it's just simple science. It cannot mix because the density, they are different." I looked at that and said, "Oh, wow, at 10, at 10. I didn't know anything about density in those days. So it is a practical thing. They are learning practically. And, the leadership thing about the school too, relationship building, teamwork, and the aesthetics, please, you can't compare to anything. And moreover, the fact that they will have the opportunity to have exchange programs. I know that sometimes last year the Consular General of American Embassy was there. So I know that very soon the children will be able to do exchange programs. And that's a beautiful one. From the city of Ado-Ekiti, your child can relate with the world. So that's making everything beautiful, and it's not too expensive for what I'm getting. For me, for what I'm getting, it's not comparable with the price or the cost
Oh,
of
wow.
school fees. So
Thank you for
from
sharing.
Ado-Ekiti, where there is located in a very beautiful, this one, I'm there. I live in Ado-Ekiti. It's located in a estate that is beautiful. A lot of things are coming around, even with the school being there now. A lot of things are coming there. And very soon, I heard the governor said that that road will be tarred 100% to the school and into the whole environment of the estate. So Domfas have brought that into the estate, and we are proud of our Domfas Leadership Academy. Thank you.
That's wonderful. Thanks for sharing. I put up the school's website for those who may be interested in learning more about the school. But I remember you told me once that this the airport in Adoikiti is not too far from the school.
Yes, that's what we are very proud of, the accomplishment of our current governor of Ekiti State and the people of Ekiti State. They've just established an airport, which is about 30 minutes away from the school. So that just make it very convenient for people to send their kids all over the world. Like I said, Ekiti State is really a progressive state and is a secure state, and we are proud of our culture and everything that we got to offer the kids in order to be successful in today's and
Can
future
you
world.
can you say something about your building being fireproofed?
Oh yeah. So if you look at the state of the art that we have put out there, it's a well taught architecture that was designed by actually my sister, Miss Kemi Adebomi. We're very proud of our work, and it was properly supervised by her. For every classroom, just like you will see in the state here, all our doors are fireproofed, you know. So, and they are highly secured as well. And for every corner of the room, both our desk and tables, they are all fireproof. They are made from a material that is fireproof. Then we also consider security. When somebody is entering and getting out of the place, security is very important to us. And we also make sure that we have all the necessary fire extinguisher and
Do you have
every
sprinklers?
security controls that you will see in order to protect the environment and our students.
You have sprinklers as well?
Oh, we do have sprinklers. We have sprinklers. We have, we have camera that is highly connected with the smoke detector. So if there's a little smoke, we can tell where it is. We get the sound, and people are monitoring that, just like we see here in the United States. So
Oh,
security
wow.
and safety is very important to us.
Oh, wow. I've seen a number of comments actually, people saying that they're proud of you, for doing this. This is another person saying that they're proud of you, asking where it's located in Ado Ekiti.
So the school is located along Ado-Iworoko Road in Adibayo. It's an estate called Petim Estate. It's a prime estate right there in Ado Ekiti along Ekiti State University Road there. So it's in Adebayo, just behind the VIO's office, Vehicle Inspection Office. So it's a very prime area that, that the school is located.
This person is asking a couple of questions. The current population of the school. Also, they're wondering if you have summer camps for those in the diaspora that are just in Nigeria, maybe for the summer.
We are so excited about the summer camp that will be starting in July, end of July, and August 1st. In our summer camp, we are looking at two different groups. We are looking at grade 1 to grade 10, which basically we want to provide them all the flavors of everything that we teach in the school. We call the theme of this summer play, learn, build, and have fun, really. So the goal is for us to create an environment where they will learn about the culture, learn about the new technology, and at the same time have fun, which is very important. So the summer camp is going to be a 4 weeks camp We have summer one and summer two camp, and people are, you know, we encourage everybody to come for the summer camp. We also have a boarding facility, and I have a few friends who will be going down from the US with their kids to go experience dirty Ekiti, not dirty Lagos this time around, with fun and full fun of, you know, our summer with a lot of exposure and to build, you know, long-lasting relationship.
Daddy, this
We
dirty thing, is it going to be in December? Like dirty
no,
December?
it's going to be in summer. It's
Oh,
starting
okay.
in it's starting in August 1st, really. We also have college preparatory and study abroad boot camp that we are going to be having for kids 11th grade through 12th grade. The idea is to help them, connect them with some of the schools that we have established relationship with here in the United States, help them understand what it takes to go to top schools in the United States and around the world, teach them what they need to consider, you know, for all the entrance exams, help them navigate the opportunities for scholarship, as well as provide them the platform to be successful in the in their educational pursuit in studying abroad here. So we're very excited about this, and a lot of people are going from diaspora. We can't wait to start impacting and, you know, creating the environment for people to have fun there.
That's awesome. Thanks so much for all this. Now I'm gonna go back to parents. There's a particular question which I think parents should talk about first and foremost, and we'll still come back to Dr. Tunji. But um, that's not the question. Sorry, thank you. That person was giving me kudos. Okay, so this is from Hev Ziba. Adeola, please, can you ask about discipline? There's a perception that Nigerians in the diaspora ship their children to Nigeria due to discipline issue. How do they handle discipline concerns?
Oh, we are very pragmatic in our approach to ensuring that we have empathetic young leaders. So we make sure that we don't flog, but we talk to people. We help them understand the, you know, the pros and cons of anything that they do as an individual. So, and as you know, Ekiti people, we have integrity, we have discipline, we have responsibility. These are some of the virtues that we teach them in addition to the academic excellence, so that when they leave our institution, they become an empathetic leader. A leader who cares not just about themselves, but about creating social change for their community, their parents, and all the stakeholders in their life. So yeah, discipline is good, and we make sure that we also differentiate between, you know, discipline and actually punishment. So we leverage different tools to make sure that these kids are well trained, and we also preach the word of God to them, which is very important in ensuring that you know, they become the very best of themselves, irrespective of your religious background. We both have them.
So, Daddy, you keep saying you know Ekiti people are disciplined. Why do you think it's only Ekiti people? I can also say that about my people and where we are from. We appreciate Ekiti, but
To
it's
be
not just
honest,
Ekiti people. Although you do have a reputation for studying, reading everything under heaven until you get PhD. A lot of Ekiti people they don't stop until until they get their PhD. So
and the reason is because we understand the value of technology as a powerful vehicle
and
for
the value of
creating.
education.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think parents should speak to that because I think that's a genuine concern of a lot of parents. They want to know if I send my child to the school, will my child be spoiled? Will they, like things like that? So I'm going to have Mr. Babatola talk about that real quick, and then we'll have my mother also talk about that. So,
Okay, so in terms of discipline, one of the things that I personally appreciate is the fact that they have not resorted to the traditionally archaic method of flogging students. I don't see that as a best way to teach a child, but rather having thought-provoking conversations. So a couple of times I've had discussions with the both the head teacher and other teachers, and we have been able to resolve issues that have come up regarding our children in the school, regarding words and other things that have come up like that. Things that are important that they have to let us know. They are proactive in reaching out and saying, "Hey, this is the progress of your child. This is what you're doing. This is what they did wrong. We'd also need you to have some parental oversight, but this is how we handle the issue." um, at about 2 or 3 times I've had to personally go talk to the teachers, because every time I visit, I always want to have a discussion with them and let them give me an update on what exactly is going on, tell me what has happened, what's and how they resolve those issues. And if there's something also like that that is showing up on the home front, I can address it. Or if it is simply just youthful exuberance of the kids in school. So in terms of discipline, they don't resort to physical abuse, but rather there's a proactive and constructive way of letting these children understand self worth.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I want my mother to speak about this as well. Please unmute yourself. You're muted.
Okay. As per discipline, um, I've not had anything that is bad from the school. A couple of times that I guess my girl is not doing well, they've had to um, interact with me, and we go for open day, and we discuss
I think her network is having issues. Hopefully, she is able to join us to
And
speak
it's
and
empty.
time
talk.
is well to report any of the teachers at any point in time. So it's been a good one. No physical assault, but they talk to them, encourage them, and that's all I've seen in the school. I've not had any bad experience.
So, I think some parents are also concerned about the children themselves, not just about whether or not the teachers would flog them. That's already out of question. But they wanted to know if you guys don't mind talking about your own child. Do you feel like they have good discipline since they started going to Domfas? Like, do you feel like they are guided well to be disciplined and to be because I'm trying to understand the viewer's question. So I think it goes both
Yeah,
ways, not just about is the school. Go ahead, ma.
yeah. I've seen a lot of changes in my girl, and as well, I think that our relationship had improved very, very well. The teamwork is uh, getting better every day, and because they are full of sport. So she's coming back home wanting to do a lot of things because, no, I don't want my teacher to say something that will not make me feel comfortable. So she's up and doing. She wants to do assignment. She wants to during the holiday. There are things they do. There's an online program they do every day, and I think they grade them. So she's always wanting to work. She's always wanting to work, and I think by and large, I don't think discipline is a problem in that school. I don't think so.
So you
This,
think that she's taking more responsibility? She's more proactive.
yeah,
That's what you're saying.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
That's my
What about
experience.
you, sir? Did you notice any of that in your own children? Do you think they are more, they are taking more of, they are being more assertive, taking more leadership roles and stuff?
Yes. One thing about society is a lot of times we're always a micro community inside we're a macro community inside a micro community, and a lot of times with a lot of students in Nigeria, they do not have that leadership ability because society tells them to dumb it down. I personally always tell them, speak out for yourself. I don't care wherever it is. I want you to, raise up and rise up to the occasion. And Dunfast has also, helped them do that. The teachers has continuously tried to inculcate that to them that they are the leaders of tomorrow. So yes, I have seen those changes.
So if I may jump in, one of the things that we teach our students is leadership skill. For every student from kindergarten to high school, we have a unique course where we teach them the essence of leadership. And leadership comes with empathy, with responsibility, with integrity. So these are the things that we talk to them. And for every week, we have a mantra, that the student will have to recite every week. And we intentionally do this so that they can begin to prophesy good things and why they need to act and be in their best self. So because of all this, in addition with the level of parent, the relationship, and even the teachers that are out there, both teaching and not teaching staff, bad behavior, indiscipline has never been something that we have really experienced. One way or the other, we might see some things, but we are very proactive and we leverage the relationship that we have with the parent to make sure that we address them on a timely manner.
Awesome. So I'm trying to round up, but I do have a number of questions. First of all, some people in the comment section want to know the kind of syllabus that you follow, the kind of curriculum. Is it US-based curriculum? Is it British-based? Is it both? Let them know. Also, I will be putting in some questions on the screen. A lot of people want to know about the tuition, so get ready for that. And I'll just take this real quick. Is the school open to Northerners? The school is open to anybody and everybody from any part of the world. So if you want to speak on that, you can go ahead. But also, they want to know the kind of curriculum that you follow.
So first of all, the school is open to everyone and everyone, around the world, not just Ado, not just taking on the state, not just Nigeria, but around the world. Like I mentioned before, our leadership development is an offshoot of the integrity and the character that we have. And that's why I kept talking about Ekiti and the virtue that we have. Secondly, when it comes to the curriculum itself, we operate a blended curriculum, which takes the best of the technology of America and we blend it with the West African curriculum. Okay, so and our program centered on key pillars. Number one, we look at academic excellence, and we make sure that we achieve academic excellence starting from the type of teachers that we recruit. Just like Mr. Babatola mentioned, we have gone across the world to really go and pick good teachers, not just teachers that have academic excellence, but the ones that really align with our vision of leadership and empathy, right? So we also leverage a lot of technology all over classroom. We use interactive board in all our classrooms. And we have different technology tools that we leverage to really position the kids to be globally competitive. We use diagnostic tests, which help to assess where they stand, whether from when they start at school, we do a diagnostic test for them to see whether they are on level, above level or below level. And based on that, we curate their unique program that they will go through our session on they become on level or above level. When it comes, the other factor or pillar that we follow, that we rely on, is what I've always talked about, the excellence in leadership, empathetic leadership. So for every class, like in high school, we teach good leadership skills to our to our student. We also focus on athletic too. We have indoor basketball, we have soccer, we have different, sport. And we're also connecting all these students to external recruiters around the world. And the goal is when somebody graduates from our school, we are positioning them to either have academic scholarship or to have athletic scholarship. So this is what we are very intentional about. Our coach, our basketball coach, is one of the best in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, he won the Bola Award, Nigeria Bola Award in basketball last year. That's our coach. And he's also been mentored by several coaches here in the United States. So we are very proud of what we do in order to position these kids. And we know that we will do whatever thing it takes in order for them to be the best leader that will change the dynamics in West Africa and in Africa as a whole.
In this video we're looking at, from what I saw on your page, it says this is in Benin Republic. Your students are already competing in like on international level.
So our coach is taking grassroots people, for international competition already. So our goal is to expand this and give people the opportunity to be able to compete, any part of the world. So we are very excited about what we are teaching them.
Okay, so now before you talk about the prize, someone is asking if you have a way of identifying and building students who are proficient in other areas, not just academic.
So like I mentioned before, when we do diagnostic test for our students, when they are during the admission, we are not only looking at academic because we know we can change that. I mean, that's why we are there. But we are also looking at their leadership potentials. We are looking at their athleticism. And that is why we built our scholarship program around those three areas: academic excellence, athletics, and leadership skills as well. So students that possess any of these traits have the potential to do extremely well, in our school and beyond.
Okay, so as expected, a lot of people have been asking about tuition, but I thought I will use this question in particular because this person is also wondering, can an average Ekiti person afford to send their child to this school considering the economy? But it's not just about the tuition that people are asking for. There are some people who are asking about the summer camp that you talked about. They also want to know how much is it, can they apply online? So basically, this is great. Please, how much is the school fees?
So what I will tell you about the school fees is not expensive, and I'll tell you this. For our day student, which depends on the grade, some are elementary school. Elementary school are less than 200,000 naira a semester when it comes to the tuition. For the whole year, I think it's about 600,000 naira for the 3 term, after the, the scholarship and all that. In addition,
So that is for those who get scholarship, or that is if you don't know if you don't have the exact amount, you can tell us the range, because I remember
yes.
earlier when we were talking, I think the price had changed. So, but is that for those who got scholarship, or that's the flat rate?
So I can tell you a flat fee for elementary school will be less than 600,000 a year, naira.
Without scholarship.
Yeah, for the tuition, yes. Then for high school, I know is less than I think about 1.2 million naira for the 3 semester for high school.
So high
So if you
school
are in the
also
boarding,
includes middle school, right? Like
yes,
secondary school.
yes,
Okay.
both high school and middle school, all of them are less than 1.2 million naira for the tuition. And for those that are in boarding, it's actually about 2 point something, about 2.2 is less than 2.5 million naira for a boarder, to stay on the
For
boarding
for a year or for a semester?
for a year, for a year. So it's pretty
That is
cheap.
why that is why I said I think the school is cheap.
It's cheap. The
That's why
reason
I
we
said
do
I
that
think
is we understand where we come from. We are from Ekiti, and we are leveraging every connection, relationship that we have to make sure that we reduce the tuition for our people, while at the same time making sure that we don't slack on all our technology as well as academic, resources that we provided. So what I can say is, if you are coming to the boarding, you're going to pay less than $2,000, as a boarder for a year. If you are coming into
the
a
day.
day, you're going to pay less than $1,000 for a year.
Wow, that's awesome. So someone is asking about the airport, if it's working.
Yeah, the airport is working right now. Of course, we have seen a lot of private and public, planes, taking people from there. So we are very excited about the opportunity. Now, we don't know yet whether it is open for commercial planes 100%, but I think according to the governor, this is part of what is in the works. And we know that very soon we'll be taking full use of the airport very soon. In addition to the one in Ado-Ekiti, there is also an airport in Akure. Akure, it's about 35 to 40 minutes away from Ado. So there is a lot of opportunities for people coming from diaspora or any part of the world, to be able to come there. And we will make proper arrangements to ensure the safety of the kids to and from our school.
Okay, awesome. Let me see if there are other people with more questions, but I just wanted to show this. Someone is saying it's relatively affordable. Many thanks, Dr. Arowolo. So uh, they appreciate that the tuition is not much. Some people are asking questions that have already been answered. Like, I'm concerned: is there stable electricity and free Wi-Fi for the students? So they are completely off grid. You have stable electricity, but can you talk about Wi-Fi, sir?
So we use a combination of internet. We have internet 24/7. There's no way we're going to provide the resources that we use in the school without internet. So our students enjoy internet 24/7. And we have redundancy too for the internet. So we are very proud of that. All our classroom is internet enabled, all our interactive board. We cannot use that without internet. So all the research and everything that our students do in the school, both in the lab, in the library, require internet. Every of our students have either a laptop or some form of of computer that they use, to interact with all the teachings and everything that we offer them at school. So there's a need for internet, and we are, this is part of what we are really positioned, and we're very proud of what we do there.
Awesome. I saw a comment earlier. Someone is asking if the tuition is on the website so that they can, and also like brochure of the school.
So yes, we're going to be uploading some of those information online, particularly the brochure and information about the summer camp and how people can, register for the summer camp. We're going to be doing that first week of June, which I believe next week. So we are very excited about this opportunity. So we encourage people to go to our website, and they would see the information there, and they will see the number to contact both WhatsApp and US numbers. We also have US numbers, so you can call our people without incurring any international charges, and people will be able to talk to you directly.
So if you're in the US, you want to know more, you can actually call their US number. Daddy, what's your US number?
Just 1 minute.
So as soon as it sends that, I will make it public. And then those in the US.
Number is 469
469.
Yes, 406 1140. That's a US number. And it rings directly
469
406
406 1140. Okay, so for those in the US, that is their number. You don't have to call Nigeria. You can just call the US number and they will pick it up. A number of parents are asking about boarding facilities, which you already kind of touched, but
yeah, happy to chime on it. So we have a very secure boarding facility, both for boys and girls. We are very passionate about making sure the safety and well-being of our students. So we've got a lot of programs that the students will enjoy as boarding students, starting from next session. We have staff who takes care of them with their assignment, homework, and what have you. in making sure that they do the right thing and they are successful in everything that they do within our school. And they have access to 24/7 light, 24/7 internet service, and of course 24/7 security to ensure the safety and security of the student.
Yeah, someone is also asking about security, but we already touched on that. The video will be live, will be on YouTube. You can also rewind to watch more. But do students have access to personal phones? How are they regulating the use of phones and social media?
Social media, we make sure that our students are taught and they are in the responsible use of technology as a whole, right? So part of what we do is to monitor their social media platform to make sure that they are not just putting anything that will not align with our vision or mission, or even that may be destructive, to the future of the student. In addition to that, when it comes to cell phones, students are not allowed to use their cell phone during school hours. They can occasionally have access to speak with their parent at the appropriate time with necessary permission from their house parent. So we make sure that they are focusing on their education and at the same time having fun, but not in a way that might be detrimental to their future.
I guess I can just ask about bullying. Do you have bullying on campus, and how do you handle that?
We have zero policy regarding,
Tolerance.
tolerance, zero tolerance regarding, bullying, anti-bullying policy. So when it comes to bullying, it's something that we don't allow 100%. And this is part of why we are not only against bullying, but we are teaching the essence of being good citizen so that you don't bully others. We are talking about empathy as a leader. This is our focus, and we make sure that we do whatever is necessary for people to be themselves and to have fun, while at the same time going through our rigorous academic exercises.
By the way, the road that we're seeing right now is the road that Mommy was talking about earlier. That they are tearing the road. So there are a lot of questions, but we really need to round this up. But I just wanted to say real quick. Some people are still asking about tuition. So they already talked about this. But real quick, Daddy, for primary school students, do primary school students also live on campus or?
Well, as at now, we don't have any primary student living on campus. There is some consideration and talk with some parents about students in higher, classes of the elementary school, like primary 5 and all that, staying on the campus. But the jury is still out, on that discussion. But I'm sure we will firm up a policy by the end of this session.
Okay. So, but for primary school students, the tuition flat rate without scholarship, you said is less than 600,000,
The
right?
tuition, yes.
But there may be other fees, so like
Like uniform,
uniform.
like books. Some of the books we use are American books and British books, right? That will be outside of that. The uniform, we provide 5 uniforms, to students, including, athletic uniform. And, some parent might choose to have 2 pairs, while some might choose one. So, it just depends on what you want. That's why we take that out of the tuition.
Okay. And then for secondary school students, what's the flat rate without scholarship for day students and for boarding students?
So, like I mentioned, day student will be maybe like $1,000 for a year, and this boarding will be like 2,000 or less for the year. The reason
Got it.
I kind of give you that wiggle room is because some classes in junior school versus high school, they may have some little difference here and there, based on their needs. So, but what I can assure the audience is, they will be less than $1,000 with the current exchange, and boarding will be less than 2 grand with current exchange.
I'm ending it with this question. We already talked about it. This person did not join when you were talking about security, but they are afraid of kidnapping and all that. So they want to know what's the assurance.
So, like I mentioned before, Ekiti State as a whole is extremely peaceful and safe. But notwithstanding, we have provisioned a lot of security protocols to ensure the safety and security of our students. For our day students, we make sure that they are protected from when they come and leave our school. We also have a lot of perimeter security that we have, put in place to ensure the safety and security of our students, right from, the perimeter where we have, we have security fence, around it. We
Electric fence.
also, yes, we do. That is powered by solar also. So it's not a question of whether there's going to be power outage and people can take advantage of that vulnerability. It's 24/7. We also have security cameras, AI cameras, every nook and cranny of the institution. So we know who's coming in, who's coming out, and they are being monitored 24/7. We also have mobile policemen, which are, with our relationship with the Ekiti state government, they're providing us the security 24/7. We have, personnel that are on site. They live in the school. They make sure they monitor our students. They know what is going on. And in addition to a camera, and all other security protocols, policies, and procedure that we follow in order
If
to
parents
ensure.
are sending their children from abroad, for example, do you escort them from the airport? Do you get them from the airport, or they have to
Yes,
find
we
a place?
have the capability to bring them from the airport to and fro, the airport, and we ensure the security to our school. And while on our campus, we also ensure their security as well.
Okay. Lastly, I just want to ask both parents that are here: is there anything else that you would like to say about your experience and your children to the school? Esa, please tilt your camera down a little so we see more
Okay,
of you.
I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry.
Is there
It's not
anything
my
else that
fault.
you would like to say?
I like covering my face. So a couple of people have said something about affordability, how much is the school and all that stuff. I understand that the current economic situation in Nigeria is challenging, but you have to understand also that you are paying for value. And I'm not even speaking from a perspective of affluence or anything, but it is your child's future. The school is worth it. Like I have kids in grade 5. I have in senior in high school. My daughter is in high school. My son is in grade 5, and the school itself, the value that you get is worth it long term. So a lot of people don't. A lot of people always look at it like, how much is the school fees? No, the question is this: what value am I getting for how much I am paying? That is extremely important. For me, I see a lot of value in it. I see so much value that transcends, the price that you're paying, because there are things that you can take away. Also, regarding the security part and the other developmental part, I think everything is on par. I personally, I visit the school all the time. I was in Nigeria 4 times last year, and every single time I go to Nigeria, I ensure that I visit there. I talk to their teachers. I'm always going around with them. So if you think that this is what a shot, go ahead and take it. I don't think you're going to regret it at any point. I have not regretted it. I love the school, and in whatever capacity that I can contribute, I will keep contributing to, just for the upliftment of the school.
Before my mother talks, for some people, for those in the UK, how can they reach the school? Daddy, you want to speak to that? Do you have
So
a WhatsApp
yes,
number for UK
yes.
residents? I guess because you gave us American number, they're asking if do you have UK number as well or
No, we do not have a line dedicated to the UK people. Sorry, but we do have a WhatsApp that you can reach us at any particular point in time. I'm going to provide a WhatsApp number, which is also on our website. For the audience to be able to reach us before the end of this program.
what's the WhatsApp number?
It's on the flyer as well.
Okay, you can just send me the flyer and I can put it up. I
Okay.
guess my mother can be talking in the meantime.
Yeah, but Domfas, I think whatever cost we are incurring for sending our children that is worth it, just like this about Adeola. just worth it.
We're having
The
trouble
experience.
hearing you, Ma.
Okay. I said, whatever cost we're incurring in sending our children to Domfas, I think it's just worth it. Like Mr. Babatola has said, it's a value for money and it's just worth it. The experience is nothing to be compared with, and the location, the environment. I'm particular about environment in whatever I'm doing. Even as a doctor, I want to have a good place. I want to have a nice experience and environment. So the environment is 100% conducive. And I can tell you, for those who will come right now, they will be able to enjoy it as new as it is and as beautiful as it is. So I
Awesome.
want to encourage parents out there to consider bringing their children to Ado Ekiti and to Donfast, and you will not regret doing so. And you will get value for whatever you are paying.
Awesome. Okay, so the flyer at the very bottom, it has two phone numbers. It has their email info@dumbfirst.com. If anybody is interested in Dumbfirst, please contact them. You can call them, you can email them, not on weekend because this is weekend, but during school hours. You can also call the US number, which he gave us earlier. If you rewind the video, you will find it. Thank you so much to everybody that joined for this live. In less than 2 hours, we're doing another live show about employment-based visas to come to the US, how to get employment-based visas to come to the US. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much, Dr. Arowolo. Thank you so much, mommy and daddy, for joining us, sharing your experience, having your children at Dump First. We truly appreciate you and thank you for taking all the questions that people have asked. There are people that I didn't get to take their questions. I truly apologize, but please call them or email them, with any other questions that you may have. I'm very sure that they will be more than happy to respond to it. All right. Thanks so much for joining me. Guys, have a wonderful time. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.